Irvingman, watches shows sitting on his can. Tells a story, tells a joke, monetizes cause he's broke. Look out, here comes the Irvingman.
Spiderman is having kind of a boring day. He's been all over the city and hasn't found a thing going on that shouldn't be.
Ho hum, it's really Dullsville today. I might as well go home and do some homework. Hello? What's that? Sounds like horses' hooves.
Way up here, I'll bet they're using coconuts.
Holy cats! I don't believe it. What a fantastic getup. A flying cowboy on an electronic horse.
I'm writing this on Halloween Day, so some guy in a cowboy getup on a horsecopter seems appropriate.
Hold on, you varmints. I ain't rid all this way to have you ordinary critters paint on me.
He has this nifty gadget he rides around on. His pistols have some kind of mesmerizing beam in them. And what does he do with it all?
In the end, you're just a bank robber. Nothing more than a common thief.
Reach for the sky, cowpokes. And when you get back to town, you can tell the marshal it was me robbed the stagecoach. Desperado, the terror of the Pecos.
Dude, you're in New York. The Pecos River runs through Texas and New Mexico. Check your GPS. You want to be about 2,000 miles that away.
You fellas been drinking firewater or something?
This guy has watched way too many old Western movies. Nobody but the most clueless dude tenderfoots tried to talk like that, and the guys who were the actual doers tended to laugh at them. Another example, the two-gun rig. Wyatt Earp said that almost nobody carried two guns, and if they did, they didn't use them ambidextrously like that. If you were in a gunfight, you emptied one, then switched to the other. Our boy also thinks he's some kind of quick-draw artist. That's fine, but Wild Bill Hickok said the guy who walks away from the gunfight will be the guy who takes that extra millisecond to aim. Then he proved it in his fight with Dave Tutt. My point is, there have been Western big shot wannabes for as long as there's been a West. From what I can tell, this guy's just one more.
Well, here comes the posse. Get up there, old paint.
Yet another example. Goodbye, Old Paint is an old cowboy song by Tex Ritter. A paint is a pinto horse. It's a particular color pattern. That's not it. If he wants to call his horse a paint, it should look something like this. That thing of his has no color imagination at all. He goes to all this trouble, learning the Hollywood lingo, building his contraption, creating his costume, and then he gives it a half-hearted paint job. Think of what could have been. But now back to Spider-Man and his latest backache.
Ooh, that was a cute trick. Well, you got away this time. But I'll be looking forward to the next round.
Next time, Gadget, I'll get you. Next time.
No clues yet as to the identity of the mysterious cowboy criminal whose fantastic exploits have terrorized the city.
Land sakes, Peter, what next?
Flash! Word has just been handed me that Desperado, the flying bandit in cowboy togs, is breaking into the Barrett Jewelry Company on West Street.
Excuse me, Aunt May. I feel like some air. Guess I'll take a walk.
In all the years that I watched TV news, I never saw a crime in progress announced to the public like that. Maybe it's a New York thing.
This time, that fugitive from a grade B Western won't get away.
One of the first principles about going into battle is know your enemy. He's got that part down.
Hold on, partner. It's roundup time.
Well, bust my buttons if it ain't the dude in the funny outfit.
Says the guy in the 19th century cowboy outfit with the traditional sunglasses.
I'm man hitting the trail after you, outlaw.
And watch out for my dust, Sheriff.
What tarnation?
Our man has no idea what century he lives in, but he does have some nifty moves, and Peter has another headache. There's an exhibit of Western memorabilia coming up somewhere, and that gives Spider-Man an idea for setting a trap. But it'll require help from a fairly uncooperative source.
Sounds like a harebrained stunt to me, Jameson. But if you're willing to play along with Spider-Man's scheme, so will my department.
Yeah, how about that? I thought you were dead set against Spider-Man, Chief. How come you're willing to play along?
You don't think for 1 minute I'm falling for Spider-Man's phony line, do you? That cowboy crook and his web-slinging pal don't fool me one bit.
One question he never seems to answer is, what is Spider-Man after? He never takes any loot. In fact, he makes a habit of returning it. So what's his angle if he and Desperado are in this together? But something we have to keep in mind, almost nobody takes JJ seriously on this stuff. They let him rant and then go do the thing and watch Spider-Man save the day again.
Spider-Man plans to be there to capture Desperado, and that's where villainous trickery comes in. We'll secretly have the cops there to grab both Spider-Man and his cow-punching pal when they make their play. You'll see.
Too bad this time they more or less have to do what he says. So Spider-Man will have to deal with Desperado and the police, thanks to one prominent guy with a big mouth.
Hold it right there, Desperado.
So it were a trap all the time, eh, Marshal? But if you think you can outdraw the terror of the Pecos, you got another thing coming.
Now that their minds are befuddled, he can get to work.
What the? Phonies, all of them. I've been hornswoggled.
That's one word for it, cowpoke.
And the fact that he didn't see it coming is evidence that he should be in a different line of work.
Break the spell before it's too late.
Without his fancy weapons or his flying hobby horse, taking him down is barely a challenge for Spider-Man.
Luckily, my spider vision was strong enough to fight off the power of that hypnotic light gun long enough.
He has spider vision. Did you know that? What does it do? I think we just saw it. And since Desperado won't be back, neither will his spider vision.
Hold it right there, Spider-Man.
Whoops, I forgot about the brave boys in blue.
I don't know what your game is, Spider-Man, but if you surrender, I'll guarantee you a fair trial.
For what? What are you charging him with? We never seem to get the answer to that question. Annoying J. Jonah Jameson should get him a medal. In fact, there should be an ordinance that says every resident of New York City is required to go to the Bugle building and annoy Jonah at least once a week. I have no interest in living in or even being in New York, but I might move there for a year or two to get in on that. I'm right. Nobody crime and